Well, good afternoon. Wednesday again, because I reckon it's going to be coming in cold by tomorrow and Friday and all, isn't it? So just got to wrap up warm as well now. And still, I can see the sun on the horizon. We're going to be all right. We're going to, like I said, Christmas is going to be a bit different, but it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just be positive. We can see who we can see and do the best for all of us, so we can look after each other and plan for the future. I mean, none of us know what's going to happen, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm always be positive anyhow. Be positive. Just stay safe. That's all. Stay in and stay safe a bit. Now, I'm going to do a Liz Armand one today. Liz is my friend from down Newland there. Lovely lady. And this year one's called Sarah Ann Goes On About, it's about carol singing. I left Alfred in by the fire the other evening when I went over the mission for an hour. And when I come back, I found it in a barrel stink. What's the matter, said I. Your face is like a blood pit. What's wrong? He was looking teasy as a hatter. You could tell someone had upsetting. There I was, Sarah Ann, said he, sitting quiet by the fire when there was a knocking and banging on the door that I thought all hell was let loose. I thought there had been an accident or something. I jumped up from my life and went to the door. When I opened, out jumped 2 or 3 boys who had been hiding away around the corner, out of sight. When they saw me, they started singing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." I asked them what they thought they was doing of, knocking the door down, frightening people to death. And what do you think one of them said to me? The hamperant young hound. I don't know, I said. You tell me. That there Lem, said Alfred, told me that they always did that to make sure there was someone home, so they didn't waste their time singing for nothing. How could he waste your time, I said to them. You can stand there and sing a Christmas carol right through, fitty for nothing for disturbing my peace. You can sing while shepherds watched. We don't know that, said the little ringleader. How about Rudolph the Red-Nosed rap? I couldn't take no more, Sarah Ann, so I sent them off and told them not to come back. You sit down, I said, and I'll make a dish of tea. You mustn't get yourself upset like that. It's a different world to what we grew up in. Different world, says he. I mind the time when we used to go out carol singing. We would sing 2 or 3 carols at least before we knocked on the door. Yes, I said, and we were lucky to get a penny or 2pence for a night singing. Mind you, we got a barrel pile for a penny then. I could have 10 bluebird toffees down Miss Hitchens for a penny, and I could have get a newspaper scoop of monkey nuts or string of licorice, said Alfred. Yes, they were the days. He was settling down again, drinking his tea. Well, I had to worry about his blood pressure when he'd get upset. When we heard the handsomest little child's voice singing once in Royal David City to the door. You know, we crept out and stood in the passage hearken. After the child had sung away in a manger, we opened the door, and there was these 2 boys standing there. One was about 12, and the other one was only a little tacker of about 7 or 8. Which one of you is the singer, I asked, because we only heard one of you. It's my brother, the big one said. He's the one with the voice. He dearly loves to sing, and he knows all the Christmas carols. I'm here to look after him. Our mum says he's too young to go out carol singing on his own. That's very good of you, said Alfred, and very wise of your mother. I looked at my purse then for some money for the dear Lem. I only had £1 change, but then he's worth it. The big boy held out a tin for me to put it in. What are you doing saving it all up for Christmas market, I asked. No, he said. All that we earn, or rather what Billy earns carol singing, is going down to the lifeboat. The little one piped up. You see, our dad is a fisherman, and our mum is always saying that she is some glad the lifeboat is always there for him to keep him safe. I looked at Alfred, and I could see he had a tear in his eye. Then he reached into his back pocket, the one where he'd keep his notes in, the one that hadn't opened very often, and I saw him put a note in the tin. We said good night to the 2 dear children then, and told them to come again nearer Christmas and went back into the front room. What a difference in children, I said. Then I saw Alfred reach up the calendar on the mantelpiece. He turned to me and said, Sarah Ann, do you know what day it is today? No, I said, what is it? December the 19th, he replied. Why, isn't that the day? Yes, it's the day the loss of the other lifeboat, the day all the lights went out in Mosul. And I watched him wipe his eyes and blow his nose. Then we sat and remembered. I got a little short one here now. Oh. This one's called The Proposal. So, here, Joe, says Lily. I must say, and please don't think it's shocking, she shifted in her hobnail boots to tug her wrinkled stocking. What's that, my bird, says Joe to her. Go right ahead, my cock. I naughty over 40 year, ain't much in me to shock. Well, you and me is getting on. We aren't so young, she said. And don't you think that's now's the time we thought of getting wed? My girl, you're right, maid, answered Joe, and squinting over Guavas. Of course it's time we married. But who do we think would have us? Thank you very much.